How do you know if 4 white guys have a podcast? Don't worry, they'll let you know. I'm Isaac, and welcome to the Dude Hour.
What do you mean by that?
What's up?
I'd just like to apologize to Steve and Ann for swearing on this podcast.
What?
But, you know, I'll try to keep it fucking PG for everyone today.
Awesome. Yeah, so we got, today we have, all right, I didn't even introduce you guys. Today we have a man who can fall asleep anywhere. It's Eric.
Oh,
Wow.
that's good.
That's a good one.
And for our second guest, he has that dog in him, and that dog is a low attention span golden retriever. Yeah. It's Bert.
Who has
That sounds about right.
Who has some problems?
And then and then we have Dante Curtis.
Boo.
Nothing for Dante.
All right.
For me.
Just want to tell everybody to follow our socials. We got on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook now. What do we have? Everything. We got
Tinder.
Facebook. Yeah, we got Tinder.
We got everything. We're going global.
Yeah, Bert's got Grindr.
Wow.
Wow. That's enough of that. You're cut
And
off.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And no.
Follow us on LinkedIn. So we got a lot of fan mail this week.
Well, let's hear some of the fan mail.
I'm kind of scared for that.
I mean, we got people that says it's hilarious.
Yeah.
How many critics? So probably way more.
Good amount of
Yeah, more critics than probably.
My parents were the biggest critics.
Yep. Steve and Ann, they didn't like that one very much.
No, well, my dad started watching it, and then he walked out of the room, and only came back for the ending. I was wondering why he walked out. I thought he had things to do, but I guess it was because it was so bad
Oh my god.
That's
that
what
he had
we'll
to
screw
walk
That's
out of the
hilarious.
room.
That's
Wow.
so funny. You
Can I
can't
just
win them all.
apologize to him?
You can't please.
Yeah, I know.
Does that
I
to
would
us?
You can't
apologize.
please everybody.
I look at the computer, and the computer say,
Yeah, we got some people. They said it was hilarious. Said they've listened to guys that are half as funny as us. I don't think any of us are funny, so they must watch very boring people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're
at
doing.
least
on
we're
their
not
free
boring.
time,
We
but
might not be intelligent, but we're not boring.
Yeah, you know, we
Sure.
got that going for us.
How we doing with the
everyone
beers?
Huh?
Can we get a couple beers up on this
Oh
thing?
yeah, let's get ahead. There are a couple things I wanted to mention before beers. Ricky can do splits.
I can.
He
Is
can.
written on. I have it written on
He
here.
can. He's actually might be the most flexible big man I've ever seen in my entire life.
So I
Remember
Big.
that.
It's a big flex.
Put
with
that
Before-
in a pipe and smoke it.
is there any chance that before we leave today we get to see you do a split?
Not today.
Jeez.
Episode
Oh,
3.
come
No,
on.
I
What's he
gotta,
gonna do?
I gotta
He's gotta
tease it
stretch.
to episode 3.
Episode 3.
I mean, I'm in khakis right now. I gotta get the good sweatpants
The khakis
on.
get
Yeah.
the
Take 'em off.
Get some
No.
rip in the khakis.
You would like to see that, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe not.
All right, so now we're gonna taste the beer.
All right, let's get a taste.
Let's taste the beer.
All right.
All right, so today we have Ipswich Ale's American
Tigers.
Lager. Yep, we got an Ipswich kid right here. This is his native beer.
Switch.
So this is Ipswich Ale Brewery. They have native American lager. We're gonna taste test it today.
All
All right,
right.
gentlemen.
Did you
Give it
pick
a
it
test.
because Ricky's an American patriot, or did you just pick it because it's from Ipswich?
Or was it the first one you saw?
It was like the third one I saw.
By the way, that was a terrible joke. He's just from Ipswich, so I tried to make it funny.
Kenzie's gonna be disappointed you don't got that lanyard on this time.
Last time I had
No
it on,
Aaron tag?
That's also some
day.
some fan mail we got was they loved the lanyard.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had a train to catch as soon as we left here, so I had
Here,
to go
pass
right
it
to
down.
work,
They,
so.
they did miss it, though.
Relax,
His
Rogan.
old lanyard, it said Aaron on it. They messed up his name. Only would it happen to
Yeah,
Eric.
dude.
Yeah, no, that wasn't even me. I mean, that is something I would probably do, like, by myself, but that wasn't me. But got it fixed, so we're good.
I don't know how many of these you have, so I don't know how much for.
I've got a 6-pack.
Oh, all right.
Okay, might have to.
So if
fill
you
this up
guys
a
end
little
up
more.
really
We
enjoying
we
this,
can really tap into one
You're
today.
gonna have to bring these to the pregame.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I sure have brought the Plum Island ones
I
and
did
given
like
it
those.
to you guys.
Those are actually really
Free
good. I
beers for
gotta
you
put my
guys.
dad onto those. I might go buy him a pack after this and just bring it to his house because he does like those. He likes Belgian whites. So.
All right. Oh,
Are we giving
wow,
it a
that
wrap?
smells like
I
a
already
lager.
gave it a taste.
Let's give it a smell.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it smells good.
Yeah, let's take a sip.
Smells like a beer.
It's not bad.
I like it.
Wow, actually, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's got a good like little like not creamy
It's not too
taste, but,
bad
like,
of like a pumpkin. Like I don't know. Some of them are like too pumpkin-y for me.
Yeah,
You know that like taste they have. Fucking.
Yeah, I
some
know.
of-
Yeah.
like
Some of them get.
all brew.
I don't know if this one.
Yeah.
Did you pick this one out of the fridge?
Yeah.
To me, it's a little flat,
I didn't think so.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I know.
Tastes
Hey,
a
you know
little-
what? You know, you're a little right,
It's,
honestly.
it's a little flat.
But
But I feel like this is kind of meant to be.
I mean,
flat,
yeah,
though,
it's
so-
kind of it's more smooth than it is flat. I would
Yeah,
like
it
to
is
say.
very smooth.
that is a very correct, very smooth beer.
Yeah.
I hate lagers.
Doesn't
Right.
burn you.
But yeah,
I'm not
I
my
enjoy
favorite.
pilsners sometimes.
Yeah, here and there.
I honestly, I think I like this one than the one last week. I mean,
Yeah.
that was good too. But
Really?
Yeah,
I
this
do
one's
too.
better, I
like
think.
this.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the one better last
I
week.
think this
Yeah.
one's
But
better.
that
It might
one's
just
more of a
because
like.
it's Saturday and not at 9 a.m.
I will say though, the one last week is more of a sit by the fire, like kind of drink, hang out with your friends. This
Well, I
one's
feel- I
like
feel
let's
like-
go
like-
shotgun some and drink it. Like,
Yeah,
heavily.
I feel like this is more like Sunday football beer.
No,
Yeah.
this is more of like a heavy drinker beer. Like
They-
than it is-
this is like your
Drink heavily during Sunday football.
this is
Yeah.
your daily
Good point.
driver
Good
type of
point.
beer. This is your daily driver.
How much
for sure.
percent is that?
4.5.
Oh, all right, that's
Right.
not bad.
a little bit more than
4.5,
a little
yeah.
bit more than a Bud Light.
Yes.
Bud Light's like
4.2.
4.2.
Yep.
Yeah, so if
Solid.
you guys are Bud Light kids, maybe you'll turn into Ipswich American Lager kids.
Hopefully not.
Are they paying us for this sponsorship? Are they paying us for these sponsorships?
I wish we need that. We need to get some more episodes before we stop shopping for sponsors. There are some people I'd love to sponsor us.
Yeah,
So
that'd
if
be
you're a
sick.
beer company and you want to sponsor us. We would love to make our own beer
That'd be
as well.
sick.
Or any company at all. Any company
Any
at all.
Any company at all, but we want to make our own beer. So
Literally
That
anyone.
would be, yeah.
yeah, dude, if you're
Fatties, I wear your
If
hat
Stop and
last
Shop
week.
wants
Please
to,
just
if Stop and
help us
Shop
out.
wants to sponsor us, we'll take it. We don't care. Doesn't
Market
matter.
Basket sponsor us.
We could take a Halibut Jack sponsor.
Yeah.
Helmets.
oh god no.
You could get the Rocky Neck fish company sponsor.
All right, so let's rate it. Eric,
I'll give it an 8-1.
8-1, nice.
Go 7.5.
7.5, okay.
I'll give it a 7-2.
7.2.
Yeah, less than last week's.
Yeah.
So
It's
what'd
just
you do?
Mine is a 6.
6.
Oof.
Yeah.
You really didn't like it, huh?
No, I liked it. It's above 5%. That means
No,
I liked
it's
it.
definitely above
I
average.
liked it.
beer.
I
It's
would
definitely
drink it.
one that I would get. It's
I don't
definitely
know.
one that I'd buy. What's the price
6 out of
range on
10.
it,
You
though?
get a 60 on a
Is
test.
it like
You
a
didn't do that,
more
right?
expensive beer because it's brewed locally? Is it a little more expensive though?
Dude, I won't look at the price.
I mean that would help. To be honest, that would help rating though too.
Maybe I'll throw the price on the screen. Well, no, we're just rating the taste. I could bring in $100 beer.
Yeah,
and
true.
you gotta rate the taste. I'm still wouldn't buy that $100 beer
Nah.
ever, but
Okay. Fair.
so in beer news, I have a tidbit of beer news. Believe it or not,
Okay.
in Tennessee, they have
Get a hold of yourself.
they have attempted to ban cold beer in Tennessee from cold beer being sold in stores
Why?
What?
to curb drunk driving.
This can't be real.
Why don't they just, like, stop driving?
Just call
I'd
it
rather-
Uber. I mean, we
I'd
got
rather do
plenty of
that.
resources.
I'd rather than just ban driving than ban cold beer.
right.
The fuck?
So fortunately, it got canned. But the idea was that
I
people.
got canned.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
No, you didn't.
Dude, I have it written. Yes, the idea was that people were grabbing cold beer and then guzzling them in the truck.
Only down south will they come up with the dumbest ideas to stop any
Way
problem.
down south.
That's pretty. I mean, that.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm
So, like,
non-zero
it
amount
just
of people
makes
did
no
that.
sense.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
it's
still gonna get drunk regardless.
just beer, though, not anything
Doesn't matter
else.
if it's cold or warm.
What if they, like, take. What if
I'm
they
not
start
sure.
slugging cold vodka and shit in the truck?
Yeah.
You rather have them
Have
slug
you ever
cold
gone
beers?
to a liquor store with cold vodka?
So are they gonna like?
What if they get? You never know.
You can just go to the store and get ice and.
Yeah, you never know.
You're putting your beer in ice?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No,
At the
ice in your
beach.
beer? Oh, you're putting it in the cooler.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not putting ice.
Are we
in
talking
my
about like
beer.
at a bar they're doing this? Like
No,
bars?
this was at liquor stores.
Oh, so they're not gonna be.
That would be
selling
screwed
ice
up if it was
anymore.
at bars.
So they're not gonna be.
Moral of the story is stupid. Just stop
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
Don't
Hey,
Just makes sense.
stop drinking and
ban
driving.
the cars, not the beers. Come on.
I might have.
It's not the beer's fault.
Yeah.
Do not
I'm
torture
sorry. I
the
thought
court.
this was America. I'm
Do you know-
sorry.
Do you know how pissed I'd be after a long day of work? I get out at
Yeah.
5, and I just want to sit down with some cold beer. I go to the liquor store, buy some, and it's all warm.
Oh, that'd be awful.
That'd be
You got a
awful.
fridge at home. You could let it sit for a couple minutes, but.
A couple minutes. Jesus. Put it in the freezer at least. So, sports news. Caitlin Clark. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark.
Okay, fine.
Wow.
Let's talk about her.
She broke the all-time record for points in the NCAA.
I actually did see that.
Yeah.
That was, and it was an incredible shot.
Now that's a pour. That's a pour. Too.
That was an incredible shot.
Yeah, she's. I mean, probably next game she'll play. She'll pass Pete Maravich for like the
Yeah, I
all
saw
record,
that.
not just the girls' record.
Yeah, not just
so,
a. That's she's like how many points away? Like
she's probably. It
like
wasn't
32,
like
wasn't it?
Yeah, she wasn't like 97 after the game. I think they've had like 2 games since.
Yeah.
So probably.
Damn.
She's like 32.
She's a baller.
Yeah.
She is. I honestly think the only way that's the secret. The Pistons need to pick her up.
They got a rush.
You just
Someone's
gotta forget
gotta pick her
about the Wizards like that.
The Pistons need to pick her up. It's their only chance.
Yeah.
There was a 3-point contest that was
Sabrina was nice.
Yeah, she was good
Yeah.
She
at
was
it.
nice. She
it
was
was-
good.
she was
It was
balling.
anticipated.
She was
it
definitely
was,
balling
it was
out.
Steph Curry against that girl that I can't pronounce. What's the last
Sabrina
name?
Ionescu.
Inescu?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'd do it.
Silent.
Steph won by 3. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
She was
She was
going
good.
out, and you know what's crazy too? She was shooting from the men's too.
Yep, she was shooting
She
from
was
the
shooting from the
men's.
That's a
men's.
good point. I didn't even really thought of
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
That's a
she
good
was shooting
point.
from the men's.
Pretty
She
good.
was balling
That's
out like that.
impressive.
Actually-
That was impressive. I'm like, holy shit.
Shooting from the men.
There was a pundit that
that.
actually got in some heat.
Getting
But
some respect for the woman. I love that.
there was a
What was-
pun.
I was gonna say, does anyone know the difference between like the women's and the men's? How far it is back?
Like,
Not
I think it's like
really.
only like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
that's
say
not-
it's not.
That's a pretty
I mean,
big
that's
difference.
still. It's,
Yeah.
I
It's not
think it's
massive.
3. I
but
want to say it's 3 feet.
It
That's
definitely
pretty-
makes a big
I
difference.
want to say
Right.
it's 3 feet.
So a pundit actually got in trouble. Kenny Smith got in trouble because he said, what is she doing? She should have shot from the women's line and won."
I mean, I don't
mean-
think that's anything to get in like trouble for.
Well, because
And I'm sure
mean,
he doesn't shoot as good as she does.
Kenny the Jet.
Kenny the Jet did not shoot
Get
that
closer to the
good.
mic.
Sorry.
You can move the mic.
Yeah. Just,
I love
like,
Kenny the
fidgeting
Jet though.
around.
I love the whole TNT show
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, I like those guys.
Hockey's picking
Class.
up on the TNT too.
Google
They got
me,
Vince
Chuck.
Nath.
Google me, Chuck.
Have you been watching any hockey lately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruins can't win an OT.
Bruins.
Per usual.
suck.
No, they don't suck.
Don't
They're losing
suck.
the
They
second
just-
round.
Bruins can't win an OT.
How about the NBA All-Star Game? Anybody watch that?
No, because it's
Yeah,
it's like
they
it's
ruined
worse than
All-Star
what
weekend.
it's worse than watching paint dry, man. It's so bad. I'd rather watch Eric sleep at the bar.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, you're cut off. I'm taking that from you.
In hockey,
Jackie gummies, I'm
we
gonna
have
tell you.
certain someone reached 1,000 games.
Brad Marchand. I was at the game.
Marshy.
You were at
I
the
was
game.
Yep, I was at the game.
Where they had the ceremony, yeah.
Yep.
Not the 1,000th game, but
No, yeah, his thousand.
Oh, okay.
His
It
thousand.
was,
Yeah, his
it was like
thousand
his
game
was
was
like third game, but that's when they
Yeah.
had the ceremony.
It was. They're away for his 1,000. game,
Oh, that's why. Okay.
My 11-year-old Instagram will be
They weren't
bumping
away?
Marchand Rocks, baby.
Yeah.
That was my
They were at
Instagram
home
when
for
I was like
1,000
10.
too.
Marchand
7-game
Rocks
streak.
or 11.
What the hell? So
I
why
don't
did
know.
they just have it then?
I don't know.
Weird. But it was a cool experience though. Like my dad called me and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You want to watch the game?" Because it was a holiday too. It was,
On
President's Day,
holiday.
or whatever. What was it? President's Day.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it was President's
yeah.
Day.
And my dad calls me up.
Keep talking
and he goes,
trash.
"Hey,
That wasn't bad.
What are you dodging?
Keep
You don't want to watch
talking
the
trash.
matinee
It's
game with me?"
getting
And I'm
better.
like, "Dad, I'm at the game right now." And he's like, "Oh, you are? Do you see how hot Brad Marchand's wife was? Oh my god!" I was like,
His daughter looks exactly like him, literal same
Yeah.
face. It's crazy.
Didn't Your dad hit him in the door, or hit him in the face with a door.
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
so
Your dad
funny
hit
story.
Brad Marchand in the face.
What?
with
Yeah.
a
With a
door?
door.
Funny
Well,
story.
I mean, Marshawn was standing 15 away,
I'll send you
15
I'll
feet
send
away
you
from the
pictures.
door, but his
How-
nose is
If
so
people don't
big.
believe me,
How have I never heard of this?
So hold on. I told you guys a story. So I was skating at TD Garden. I won some contest thing. I'll send you the pictures if you want to throw it in the podcast too.
Okay.
I was skating there. My dad's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be late from work, whatever." In where we got dressed, obviously, was where the locker rooms are, and my dad was walking down bottom through the spinning. It's like one of those spin doors.
Yeah,
through the security.
whatever they call those. Yeah,
And then when he got through
turnstiles.
that, yeah. And then when there was like a push door after that, and it was a push in. My dad's walking through. He pushes it, and he feels someone on the other side, bumps him, and he's like, oh. He turns, he goes to say, "My bad," and it's just Brad Marchand. He was like, "What the hell?" And my dad was like, "What the hell?" It's Brad Marchand, and he was like, "My bad," and then just kept walking, didn't even talk to him or anything. He just felt bad that he hit him with
Marshy.
the door. I guess I don't know. I gotta ask him why he didn't talk to him.
You know, we've been talking about this for a while. I mean, I think he's at 398 goals right now as a career. I mean, he's probably a Hall of Famer. He'll probably stick around till 500 goals.
He should.
I mean,
He should be a Hall of Famer.
he's
still
30. He's 35 years old. He's got 35 goals or 25 goals.
No, more than that, I think.
Anyway, it's good. I mean, it's good. I mean, no, but he's having his best season statistically without Bergeron, and that was the whole thing for his whole career where everyone said oh, he's just putting up numbers because he's playing with Bergeron. Now he's gone. It's 26 goals. So I mean,
Yeah.
So I mean, he'll probably get to 35 by the end of the season. He'll
Easily.
probably play 4 or 5 more years.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah,
He's definitely a Hall of
And
Famer.
if they win another cup, it's a lock.
yeah.
But it's crazy, he's just a little shit. That little draft pick that came in the 3rd round, no one thought anything of him and just
Same
popped.
Bergeron. I think Bergeron was a late
Yeah,
second
but
rounder.
Bergeron came in the NHL at 18 though. They knew what he was going to be, even though
Yeah, true. I
even
think
though he
Marchand
wasn't
started in Providence, I think.
Yeah,
And then
he
he was
did.
in
he was technically a rookie the year we won the cup, but he played 20 games the year before, but he was still considered a rookie that
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
During the cup run, there's some mic'd up shit, and he hits one of the guys, and the guy's like, "Yeah, enjoy your last game in the NHL, buddy." The guy ends up
Yeah.
going on to play fucking 1,000 games.
The best
Over 1,000
moment
games.
when he was just grabbing Sedin like the little bitch he is and just punching him in the face with his own
Oh, yeah.
jersey.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Marchand
I
bitched
will
those guys
say, though,
around.
probably one of the hardest hits I've ever seen was Subban fucking
Oh, my God.
cronwalling him.
Yeah.
If you don't know what
Just with his
cronwalling
back.
is, just with his back, just
Yeah.
turns, hip checks him with his back, and just lights him the hell up.
Just lit him
in
up
a,
with
in,
his
a,
back.
in a huge playoff game too, and I'm like, Jesus. I was watching that I don't know how old. When was that? 2000
Yeah, that was a
Probably
while
like
ago.
14? No.
Well, it was
What year was that?
it was after they went to the Blackhawks Cup, right?
I believe
It was
after
between
that.
the years. It was probably say 2014.
Subban was still on the
Canadians.
Canadians.
They used to beef heavy. Marchand, they fought one
Yeah.
time. Subban
Oh, yeah.
and Marchand.
Well, because still back then
Subban's-
the rivalry was still intense.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Boston Montreal.
I gotta say, I
Crazy.
It'll
really,
never die, but it's not what it was.
Right.
I gotta say, I really, really, really hated Subban as a
No,
player.
I-
I was like, he is
Yeah,
such
he
a
was
bitch.
nasty, but I
hate this
hated him
guy
too.
so much. But now watching him on TNT,
Oh, he's great on TNT.
he's hilarious.
No,
He's
as
like
soon as
he's
long as
actually
he's not
probably
a
one of the most
Canadian,
wholesome
Him, the
guys too.
Sedins.
Yeah.
You
I
see
hate
his
it.
speech the other day that he did with the Devils? Oh my god, I was cracking
I
up.
hated Van Riemsdyk too, but now he's on the
But now
Red
he's
He
on
Wings.
did- he had 2 goals the other day.
Drew too, Drew.
Claude Giroux.
Pigeon.
Some other hockey. Fuck Matt Cook, huh?
Yeah.
Mark Savard.
Plekanec too. I always
Dude,
hated
I just
Plekanec.
found out that Mark Savard is the assistant coach for Calgary.
Yeah.
Not too long. I'm like, when did that become a thing? He never even. I don't even
Savard.
think he ever played for Calgary, did he?
I don't think so.
Random. But
Matt Cook ended his career.
Yeah.
So did you guys see the new Bruins bag policy?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
What is
You
it?
told us
Freaking
that
out
the other
about
day.
that.
So they're getting the bags smaller. It's actually kind of what a lot more of stadiums and ballparks are doing around the country. And apparently some woman tried to complain this is sexist against women. And but I'm not, that's obviously not.
that was a good voice impression.
Yeah. Was that a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. I felt
Thank
like
you.
I was in the room with her.
What do you mean by that? No, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's kind of a stupid policy, I guess. But I mean, you know, you're just gonna do what you gotta
What are
do.
you
Can't
gonna
trust
do?
anybody nowadays anyway, though. So I
Can't
don't blame
trust
'em.
that.
What?
What does that have to do with anything?
I know. I saw.
Yes, but
I,
yes.
I saw the stupidest Facebook comments on it. It was like, "What about my medical bags or whatever?" It's like,
I'm sure there's probably
it
like
literally.
Yeah, the thing is,
Yeah.
no one's
When-
gonna be like really enforcing it, like
Yeah.
unless you're
Yeah.
making a problem as like the
When-
consequence.
I'm sure if
when
you tell them
TV
like I need this to live, they're
Fir-
gonna be like,
first of all,
okay.
they're not-
Oxygen mask, like they're
Yeah.
gonna let you in, like
Yeah.
you're good.
First of all, they're not breaking out the ruler.
What?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They're just eyeballing like, "Hey, that's pretty big bag, dude."
yeah.
But the thing is when they posted it, like, "Hey, heads up for the next games, we have this new bag policy." It said in big letters, "It's like exceptions will be made for medical."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone, that was like the big thing I kept reading was like, "Oh, what about my
Because people
friggin'
don't even look into anything or
colostomy bag.
research. They just go straight to conclusions and talk out of their
Actually, I don't
ass,
think I
so.
told you because I guess so. I saw like one of my first days working there.
John.
What? No. Shut up.
He works there,
Oh, I
so
does,
I mean,
he does.
I forgot that you worked
acting
there."
like- he's acting
That's
like
why
it's
I
like
said
a
bag
land,
policy.
you dumbass.
No, yeah, I know.
football, right?
I brought up the
Oh,
bag
that
policy
too?
and you worked
no,
there.
but Charlie Jacobs' dog.
What?
The owner's
the
dog.
owner's dog.
Yeah, literally, like, I'm like, they're just like showing us around, like where we'd be working, and you know, it's gonna be a new exhibit. And the owner's dog just comes out. It's like little, like one of those like rat terrier things.
That
Hey,
was that was memorable deal.
Well, yeah,
No, that is pretty memorable. He got to meet the owner's
I got
dog.
to meet
That
the
was
owner's
sick.
dog.
What did he say?
Memorable to you?
Did he say anything?
He said I was doing a great job and I should get a raise. That's what the dog
There
said.
we go.
That's awesome.
He's like, "Ruh-roh."
What was the dog's name?
I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't ask
It's
it.
Teddy.
It was mute.
Wait, do they let the dog just roam free?
No, like sometimes they say they do. Like there'll be some times where they're just like, oh, they just decides to bring the dog in. Like someone who was working there for a while has actually told a story. Like they're just like I think they were an usher at some point, and they just see this dog just running around, and like what the hell's going on? Like how the hell did the dog get around here? And like pick it up just and property of Charlie Jacobs.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
That's crazy.
God, that's awesome. But that dog could get a job there.
Huh.
No, you have
Dog
the
would
best.
get
You have the best opportunity.
No, I do. So it was kind
You
of cool.
could steal that
could take
dog
care
and
of the
ransom
dog.
money.
Okay, that's
He'll
not
probably
what I
pay
was
you
gonna
friggin'.
say.
He'll probably pay you $500,000 a year just to walk the dog. So
Yeah, no, you
Try
should
to get
you
in there.
should-
It's like the Hangover.
Yeah.
He goes and steals
Well,
the dog,
you know-
like when they go to Mike Tyson's house and steal the
Steal a
tiger.
tiger.
Yeah.
On March 5th, we have our big ribbon cutting ceremony. So hopefully get to.
Is he gonna cut it though?
No, God, no.
No,
even cut
you know
paper.
what you should do is you
They don't
should
trust you with the scissors.
start bringing like dog treats to work and then like feed that dog and then
Yeah,
that-
that was like a one-time. I mean, I probably won't
No,
see that
I'm
dog
s-
like.
I'm saying like make that dog want to hunt you down, and then he'll know it's like, hey, this dog really likes this guy. Maybe this guy can.
If I
dog
saw the
sit.
dog on a regular basis, yeah, but I don't know if I'll ever see that dog again. Like,
I bet you will.
probably.
I bet
somewhat.
you will.
I probably
That's what I'm-
will.
Yeah,
But, like,
I-
I'm not going to be bringing dog treats in every day. Just one day anticipating.
just bringing treats into his pocket every day.
Can you imagine?
They're like, what the?
Can you imagine he has to pull something out of his pocket
Yeah.
one day and dog treats
Just
fell
dog
out?
treats
They're
fell
like,
out.
why do you have that?
But yeah, little self plug.
Don't worry about it.
Everyone go to Heritage Hall, the Bruins' new Hall of Fame museum, commemorating their 100 years, opening up March 5th.
Look
Coming
pretty dope.
soon, Brad
Look pretty
Marchand.
dope. What did I?
We talked
I
about
didn't know
football
fucking-
last week.
I didn't know this was confidential.
Let's see. Anything basketball? Oh yeah.
You still suck at it.
Blow me.
That's not very nice to
So-
say on this podcast. This is PG, remember?
That might have to get cut out.
Hey, I'm not the one who got told to not swear.
Yeah, I know that's. But
That's fucked up.
my dad specifically singled out Bert and said he doesn't think he can go a sentence without dropping an F-bomb.
Well,
I mean, I went pretty much this entire podcast while I was
What?
dropping.
Yeah, I know he's being good this time.
Yep.
He's being good for Steven.
he's got a muzzle on.
Yes.
He's keeping it good.
Yep. Just like he has to keep a muzzle on him
Yeah.
and a leash.
So I saw a great article the other day.
About.
SNL no longer produces movie stars.
That's true. I mean,
Yes.
Pete Davidson's been the last one, but before him, there wasn't like.
Dude, but SNL isn't
No,
what...
they always used to.
SNL
Like,
isn't
didn't
what
produ-
made
Yeah.
Pete Davidson big.
Yeah.
yeah, it's his
He
own
didn't really.
stunts.
I mean, SNL didn't make the other movie stars that big either.
I mean, it got them into
like
the.
they had
big-
what's his name in like Good
It was a
Burger.
great. It was a great
I don't think
Keenan,
he was.
Keenan
Yeah,
Thompson.
he wasn't even in SNL yet.
No, that's how he got
What
into
Pete?
SNL.
How'd Pete
Yeah,
start?
and then,
Stand up?
Well, I mean, I
Pete
think
was
he-
doing stand-up before.
Yeah, and then also did it. But I mean, America got to know his name, and
Yeah.
like, he's
Also,
Because
if you still watch
'cause he
SNL,
dates
you're a
beautiful
loser.
girls.
I mean,
SNL
I haven't.
sucks.
I've heard. I mean, I haven't
really
watched it
watched
this
it. So
year,
bad.
but like someone told me that this season has been better than like most recent ones.
Really?
But I haven't watched it, so I can't verify.
It's probably still terrible.
So, examples of like SNL movies, like you gotta think like Billy Madison.
Oh yeah, like even go back then, like
Yeah.
Belushi, Aykroyd, Chase,
Dude, A Night at the
Sandler,
Roxbury.
Chris Rock,
They don't make movies
Chris
like
Farley.
that.
Chris
Like,
Farley.
so
Yeah.
that's the big thing is
They got
that
some big ones.
that era is over. Like, I mean, it's not even like that was a small era. That was
No, those were like 30 plus years.
that was
Yeah.
the 70s to like 2010. They
Yeah,
were
I
producing
know.
movies like that, and
Yeah.
now they stopped making them. And so these SNL guys are no longer in those movies
Yeah,
because
they're
they don't
not.
exist.
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's the days of cheap comedy movies are over. They used to just
That's
make
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
the
I feel like when we were like growing up, there would just be so many
So
like,
many
you said,
random
like,
comedy.
random comedies like for
Harold and
example-
Kumar.
Oh, Harold Kumar. Yeah.
Little Nicky.
yeah.
They like Adam
Harold
Sandler's the
Kumar.
only
Yeah, I
one
mean,
that
at
still
least like
does
Adam
it.
Sandler is pretty big at that point. But like I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like like there's just like random. Well, for example, I forget what the movie's called, but the one that Kanye just sampled. Beautiful big titty bit. Wait, beautiful big. Fuck it, you know what I'm talking about.
It's
Beautiful naked big titted women just don't fall out of the sky, you know.
that's it's
Wow.
the guy who made Clerks. It's like
Yeah.
a spin-off of Clerks. Why
Yeah.
can't I think of the name?
Clerks is a good one.
Jay and Silent
The
Bob.
beers are
Yeah,
kicking
Jay and
in.
Bob. Yeah. Clerks is a good one. I actually just watched
Clerks is
Clerks
a
the other
great
day.
movie.
It's so
Dude,
stupid.
big
Clerk-
titty
I haven't
women
watched
just
Clerks
He's like,
fall
it's so
out of
funny.
the
He's like,
sky,
I'm
you
trying
know?
to get to my hockey game at the.
I fell in love with you.
It's funny.
I fell in love with
I like
you.
that movie.
Guys like us don't fall out of the fucking sky, you know.
So have you seen Clerks 3?
Clerks 3. There's more of them.
There's a Clerks 2. You've never watched. You watched Clerks 2,
The
haven't
first
you?
one. No, I've only watched the first one.
There's a scene in Clerks 2 where he sees a little darker skinned kid and he calls him a racial slur.
Wow.
Not knowing that's a racial slur. It's a hilarious scene because he's like, that's what my grandmother says all the time. It's just like a term of endearment.
Wow.
In term of endearment.
Maybe that'll get cut out.
I think this editing job will be longer than last week's.
That's good though. Clerks is a good movie.
No, Clerks. So Clerks 2, they're in a fast food joint. It's same cast, fast food joint.
Oh, I have seen like clips of that.
Yeah, no, it's great.
And he's the guy like comes up to the counter and he's like complaining to him and he like tells him to fuck off.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, that scene's hilarious.
Cappuccinos.
Oh, dude,
2,
that,
3.
which one's that one? The second one?
That's the second one.
I gotta watch
The
that.
third one, I don't know anything about. I just know it has.
The first one's good though. I like
That
the first one.
that hot chick makes a return. What's her face? Although she's old now.
I don't
She's still
know.
hot though.
Yeah. What's her face?
I
This
don't
can't
know.
bother me.
I don't know.
Black chick.
I don't know the cast that well. Yeah, you're cut off.
All right, now while we're on the entertainment industry, I told this one to you the other day. So, great movie with Denzel Washington, American Gangster. Watched that the other day.
Rosario Dawson.
So it's a true story based on the '60s. It was this guy in New York that was played by Denzel Washington, and he's like a mobster, kind of like ran the city.
Training Day.
Shut up.
Shut up, Mimsy.
So, he starts, they push drugs, whatever, and then it's the middle of the Vietnam War. So he has a connect somehow that instead of, getting heroin from a middleman he's just cutting the middleman out and getting it straight from Vietnam. And it just tells the story of how he did it and has his family work for him and, like, how, like, he's, like, paying off cops and he was able to, like, once he got caught, like, he was facing, like, 70 years. And he was able to get
Jesus.
out in, like, 10 or 12 because like he was able to prove like the cops were corrupt with him and taking bribes and stuff like that. So great movie, highly recommend.
Denzel Washington.
Is it based on a true story?
Yes, the guy's
Based
name
on
was,
a true story. Okay.
The guy's name was Frank Lucas, the character.
Frank Lucas.
Yes.
That sounds like a really lame name for someone who did that stuff.
I mean,
He's
I
only
don't-
got 2 first names.
You got 2 first
Frank
names.
Lucas.
Yeah,
Nevin has 2 last names.
What do you mean by that?
it's 2 fake names.
2 fake names.
Oh, really?
You
Oh, really, Ricky?
know,
Yeah, no
so in terms of entertainment, how far along has everyone seen The Sopranos? Everybody's seen it fully
Yeah.
through,
Yeah.
right? All
Yeah.
of
Dude,
us.
I honestly haven't watched it since like high school though. I need to rewatch it to remember. everything.
Disclaimer.
I see.
I know Malin is in the middle of that show right now, so Malin,
We're-
pause this. This will be a
We're
Malin
gonna
break.
put a spoiler.
Max Allen, do not watch these next couple
Yeah.
minutes.
we're gonna put a spoiler on the video, and it's gonna tell you where to skip to if you want to avoid spoilers.
Yep.
But yeah, let's talk a little Sopranos.
All right, yeah. So I just finished it for the first time.
Yep, that's why I'm bringing it
a
up.
couple weeks ago.
It's fresh in your mind.
Yep. And I was a big believer that Breaking Bad is the greatest show of all time, and it's really close. I'd have to go back and rewatch it to make sure, but I mean I might be leaving Sopranos now, where there's
Yeah,
just
Sopranos is fucking
so many
awesome.
plot lines on so many different characters.
Dude,
and it's
It
just
is awesome.
It
woven
is just so
perfectly.
well made. Like every single bit in that show, I feel like was just perfectly
The
intended.
characters just play like
Oh, yeah.
Tony's played perfectly.
Yeah.
Dude,
Gandolfini, great guy.
Christopher.
Rest in peace.
I'm
Yeah.
a fool to do your
My-
Christopher, you said she had a nice ass. What? She was your friend. I was trying to be nice.
She said she was a hoe.
She was a whore, Tone. Come on.
A whore. She said she was a whore.
She was a whore.
But yeah, I mean, just like just the basic plot lines. So season 1 introduced, and then the thing with the mom comes up, and she goes away, and then her and Junior kind of conspire. That's crazy though. Imagine having your mom and uncle try to put a hit on you. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, the craziest part is then afterwards he's just chilling with him.
The
Yeah.
best,
Yeah,
the best
he-
part
he-
is
he
in
hated
the
his
middle-
mother.
Yeah.
the best part is when they're taking the mom away, and they're like, "Sir, she can't hear you." He's like, "Oh, I know she can hear me." He's like, she like gets to the door and she just cracks a smile right before they put her in like the operating room. She's like, "Look, she's fucking smiling. She's smiling.
Oh, that's awesome.
I try to do right by you, and you have me whacked. You try to have me whacked."
Yeah. How many murders do you think? What murder?
What murder? He
He's
was
a
the best
good
guy
guy.
around.
So,
What
no,
about
you know what's
murders? What
it's
murder?
you know what's funny is I kept track, and by kept track of I only remember twice. There were only 2 people who got killed. What are you laughing about?
Just playing with the can.
Oh man. Oh, all right. I'll reel it in.
Yeah, I made note of anytime they killed somebody that didn't like that wasn't involved with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
someone who's completely innocent of the
Yeah.
whole story.
For
And
example,
I could only
uh,
remember twice.
Well, for example, Ralph's girl, the stripper who. You remember the one time?
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's 3 times.
I feel like there's more though.
Well,
so,
all right.
so there's the Cifaretto's girl. So like the people who were killed that weren't involved at all.
That were completely innocent. I'm talking like
So
didn't even
Cifaretto's
take
girl.
out a loan.
That girl that Ralphie killed.
Who else?
Remember the waiter?
The waiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the waiter.
They got
He-
medicine
the
for
F-
these assholes.
I
No, you
love
hit him
that.
with he hits him with a brick in the head, and he starts shaking. He's like, "Don't they got medicine for these guys for a brick in the head? I don't know."
What was the other one?
Ah, God. Who'd they kill? I don't remember.
Remember that guy? Actually, no, he was kind of part of it. The guy they killed in the bathtub, Chris.
Oh no, yeah, he was
Chrissy's
very,
friend.
yeah,
He was part of
very
it,
much.
yeah.
involved
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
he
He was involved in
Chrissy's,
it,
like,
but he
boy.
was just so dumb that he wasn't really like.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't
Brandon?
really a force. Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of just killed him.
That was
just
like
to
the
kill
third
him.
episode, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty early on.
Bye, Jack. Bye, Jack.
Yeah.
All right, so then we get to season 2. You know what was one of the most fucked up parts of the show? The soccer coach who was like getting with like the 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, dude. See that, and I feel like that was like an episode that like kind of demonstrated like even though they're bad people, You know,
They, like-
they do good things.
And then-
They ended up using bad means to do some good things.
And it kind
Of course, they do a lot of bad things,
Yeah.
and that outweighs
Oh, yeah.
it. But
It kind of leads to what Meadows. Remember to the her boyfriend, the Noah.
the
Yeah.
Hasidic homeboy.
Yeah. Yeah, and when she finds out like her dad's in the mafia and whatever, and she says the place about like the corrupt kings in Italy or something like that back in the old country, talking about like these group of people like make like right wrongs that they do. It kind of leads into that too.
Yeah.
You have no idea what I'm talking
Not
about.
at all.
do you?
No, I have no idea. I'm so lost.
No, so all right, so what you
no
just
clue.
said, it was just like like even though however there's some like really bad people in the world, like even though these people are bad, they kind of do the righting wrongs in a way. You get what I'm saying now, right?
Yeah, no.
And then like when Meta was talking to the boyfriend, he was like, "Oh my god, how can you stand for this?" Like, and it wasn't even anything that was like that bad. I forget what it was, but she like just like tells like this probably like thing that's passed down from generations. It's just like back in the old country, like whatever they called themselves was just like under like a righted the wrongs of a very corrupt like or like how how like the mafia started back in Italy. What?
I'm not laughing at you,
Oh, you
jackass.
are. Oh, you
no,
are.
I'm laughing at him.
So what else? What else?
Dude, I'm
He's
so
got motor mouth over here.
I'm
No,
s-
no.
What are you talking about? You can chime in.
I'm still trying to think of who else they killed that was innocent. Maybe that's who I was thinking of was
Maybe.
the pregnant hua.
Yeah, there was that lady. I mean, they killed like a lot of people for like only a little reason, but
Yeah,
those were the
but-
two innocent.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
but you
guy
know
in
not to
the
mess with them.
taxi. The guy in the taxi when he's
yeah,
talking to like
yeah.
how Tony went to like a therapist and he's like,
Yeah.
"There you go, pal." He's like, "There you go," and he just shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
The taxi driver. Oh man, not funny. By the way, violence is not cool.
What do you think was like?
This guy loves violence.
Yeah, violence.
What do you
is
think
not
was
cool.
like the saddest death in the
Yo,
show?
violence,
Besides,
sponsor
the
us.
end.
Yeah.
The saddest?
Say besides like Christopher at the end, because I feel like that would probably be.
I
Like,
don't know. Emotional distress wise, like, probably Adriana. Because
Yeah.
I just felt so bad for her. It wasn't necessarily like the saddest, but I just felt so bad for her. Well, she was an idiot, but you hated to see her go, but you loved to watch her leave.
Yeah, I feel like the best death like kind of thing they had was Pussy though. How they like dragged it out for a few episodes, like they knew.
Oh, yeah, they know who-
how he just went away and then came back, and then like they all knew something was up, and then they kind of
What about Vito?
Yeah.
Dude, my
shove a
Pitcher,
pool
not
stick up his
catcher.
ass.
He's like, whoa, oh, it's the other way around. Whoa, pitcher, not catcher.
my favorite thing in the world is that Vito tried to work a 9 to 5 for 24 hours, said this is too hard, and said I'd rather go risk my life and die than working a 9 to 5.
Oh,
You know, like the scene where he's like doing the thing, and he's just like, "Oh, it's got to be like close to lunch now." He says it like, "Oh, it's been like 20 minutes." He's thinking it's been like 3 hours.
Yeah, dude.
It's got to be close to lunch.
Dude, he'd rather die than work a 9 to 5. He had that firefighter boyfriend though.
Yeah.
He did.
That was crazy. That was a crazy plot line at the end, especially with the car.
It was a fanook.
He's a fanook. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh man.
That's a word that you don't hear anymore.
Yeah.
My
no.
parents knew it right away.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I feel like this is a town where you'd hear it a lot more
Yeah.
than anywhere
Oh,
else.
if
Scene
you-
shooter still says it.
if you
Yeah.
walk into St. Peter's Club
They
and
get
you
back
said
together,
fanook,
yeah.
they'd all shake your hand.
Your ass. Bean
Oh,
shooting,
wait,
no
I
leave.
don't know if we're allowed to say that on.
Yeah, I don't know. We might have to
Bleep it out. Bleep it out.
We might have to bleep that out.
Can't say fanook?
I don't know anymore.
Oh no, that might be like.
It's not a racist term.
Well, it's
It's not racist.
It's
Do
not
you know-
racist.
do you
it's
know what it
something
means?
else.
It means
Yeah, I know.
But do you?
No, only Italian.
No,
Oh
you're
God.
Australian.
all right. Subject change.
So what else? What else we got next?
What else do we have? I don't have anything else. What do you guys bring today?
That's it?
Myself, I had a couple beers. I'm just kind of just.
Dante's
just,
been indulging.
Just going off what you got written down there.
Yeah, Dante's been indulging. we should talk about this podcast. I mean, we were gonna do bi-weekly, and then I said, why not?
Fuck that.
Why not every Saturday or Friday night?
Yeah,
or
we
something?
might have to change it to every Saturday now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just because we're already filming this a week later, and
Yeah, no, I will say our fan support. A special shout out to the camera. Love you all.
your
all the
camera's
fans.
right there.
Okay, that camera. Love you all. Got a lot of positive feedback from
Lots.
this, and a lot of people want to get on it too. We've had a lot
Dude,
of requests.
Even my father wants to get on.
I would
That's
love
pretty
to, I would
funny.
love to count how many people have
We gotta
asked
get-
us to be
You
on
know what?
it.
get-
If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
watching and you want to get on, DM. We'll get a list going.
Jay, if you're watching this right now, I try to get you on this one. This guy, he thinks he's Steiny. He goes, he has one podcast. He thinks he's Rogan. He's never going to invite anyone on.
No, we're gonna do something with them.
No, 100%.
We're gonna have
Love
some
Jay.
guests
Shout out
occasionally.
Jay.
Eventually.
Yeah, he's
We
the
gotta
man. We
figure
got to
out-
get him on here. It'd be so funny.
We gotta figure out the logistics of it.
Business connect via DM.
No, Matthew, you cannot do e-dates on this podcast.
Wow.
Who did
If
you
he
say
even
that
watches
to?
it. Matt.
Who's Matt?
Mom.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah, dude. I did watch their content.
Sorry,
that
Matt.
was wild.
That's so funny.
That
dude.
was wild. They for
They
context.
they
For
crack the
context,
fuck up,
we
dude.
we
It's so
we
funny.
know some kids that asked to collab with us, and they do e-dating on Twitch,
Dude,
and
it's so funny.
we witnessed one of our buddies' brothers. he was
Hey there, buddy.
in a suit doing magic tricks to impress a girl.
I mean,
Wait,
Oh,
it wasn't
Nate.
Matt. It wasn't Matt.
Yeah,
no, it was Nate.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
well,
Nate.
Matt was dressed up in a Spider-Man costume, which I
That-
thought was pretty funny.
Yeah,
funny.
Matt was
That was-
just-
I mean, that was pretty funny. I was like, shoot some webs, shoot some webs.
So
like,
funny.
No, it was
when he
something
tries
else,
to shoot
man.
the web to
Yeah.
try to grab the rose, he's just
Yeah.
like fumbling around with it.
Yeah, dude.
Not gonna lie, that shit was hilarious.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, maybe we can do one like the Bachelorette, like,
Oh, Jesus.
but with us. Can we do that, Bachelorette, but with
your
us? We all got
podcast.
We all got impress her.
I don't know if I can be a part
We-
of that.
Yes, you can.
But
No.
Dude, this kid thinks he's all cool because he has a girl that kisses him occasionally.
You gonna spit that drink out, Bert? And you know.
In the mouth.
gotta finish
Oh
it.
my
All
god.
right, all right. Cross the line.
In the moat.
Jesus Christ.
Get in the moat.
Moat.
Ah, tsunami.
That's enough out of you. You're cut off.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more editing than last week.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So I wanted to have less editing, guys. I wanted to.
Well, first of all,
I'm
last
tired,
week,
Grandpa. Let's tune in, man.
first of all, last week was Thursday at 9:30 in the morning. This is a Saturday at 4:04, and we're more beers in. You gotta account for that.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
beers.
Yeah, you
You
did
know,
bring
you
him.
learn something new every podcast, so eventually we'll all get out the bugs and we'll be. golden.
Anyway, we got a lot of great messages. Lots of people approaching us saying they loved it.
Let's get
I
those
don't-
followers and views
I
up,
know.
baby.
I went to the grocery store the other day and I just couldn't even get out. The paparazzi and everyone was asking me to sign pictures and shit. I was like, holy shit.
No,
I signed
unironically,
a penis for you.
unironically, that's how it felt like.
Were you signing titties or?
Unironically,
me too.
that's how it felt like when we went to the bar after filming the first episode, and everybody's just like, "Oh, you have a podcast now."
I know.
A round of applause for all of us as soon as we walked in the door.
Yeah, dude.
Complimentary drinks.
Yeah, I was about to say we got all those free drinks. I'm telling you, I
All 132 viewers got on the.
I want somebody to
Got on the
sponsor
table and
us so we
started
can
cheering for
drink
us.
their beers.
To be honest, I don't care how many people watch. We're still having fun though. I enjoy
But
this.
it's
a
I
good
enjoy
time.
it. It's a good time just talking.
Something
good
a
time.
good
Yeah.
in 10 years, we'll be happy we
Oh,
did
oh
this.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's no
Doesn't even
regrets.
matter. Doesn't even matter
Just
who
for-
watches.
just for the
Watch,
giggles.
don't watch. You guys can screw yourselves if you don't
we,
watch.
We,
Don't we?
we don't care about our fans.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you are watching, remember to follow us. If you're watching on Spotify, click the follow button, click the rate button, give us 5 stars because you love us. 5 stars.
I know our voices aren't the most pleasing to hear, but
you're
go give us a
certainly.
li-
If
Yeah,
you're watching on
really.
YouTube,
Oh, really, dickhead.
subscribe. If you're go on if you have an Instagram, follow our Instagram. If you have Facebook, follow our Facebook. Has 1 follower currently.
Is it you?
Yes. Yeah, make sure. Yeah, we're cranking these out.
So,
Yeah, what are you saying?
I was just gonna say Soldier Boy.
We're on Facebook.
We are on Facebook.
Damn.
Time for our grandmothers to
We're
shut
on
us.
Pinterest.
We're gonna get
On
a bunch.
MySpace too?
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna get a bunch of old ladies commenting. Look how handsome, how sweet.
Dude,
Douchey.
Oh my
don't
god.
get me going.
My grandma, oh my god. My grandmother used to rip off my face doing that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That is literally like that is child abuse, douchies. I would rather get a beating from my parents than get a douchie. And I'm not
My
joking.
great grandmother.
My grandmother used to do
Hey.
that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
She used to come over and she'd grab your cheek and then with the other hand, bang, bang, just smacks. I'm like, wow.
Did you guys ever get Snuggies?
What?
Snoogies?
I watched her on TV.
Isn't that,
Snooky?
Snooki wants
isn't that what they call them? Snuggies?
No,
Nuggies?
Nuggies.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And this is the freaking host of our show?
Just crawl out from under a rock?
Yeah,
Nuggies.
out the door. You're done.
Shout out to Nuggies.
Yeah.
What do they call them?
into-
Snuggies.
Call them Snookies.
I thought it was a snuggie.
Snuggies.
Did you guys
Oh, there
ever
goes
own
my
a Snuggie?
toaster. Now the show's over.
You know what the worst was though? Indian sunburns. Those are the worst.
Yo, you just hit the camera.
I didn't. Get the
Dante
camera
did.
back on my pretty face.
We got the camera. Hold up.
I had to get my coaster.
Well, technical
We can edit
difficulties.
that
Thank you. I'm the star of the show, obviously.
Oh, God.
Oh God, no.
But,
Oh God. Anything else anybody wants to bring up?
anything else? Big night for the boys tonight.
I don't know,
We
not
got
really, I mean-
Bergoglio coming out. Chenault's coming out. He's never
The
comes
viewers
out.
don't care.
Big night in
They don't
Salem.
I'm
care.
about ready to get going, you know?
Yeah, no. Dante is gonna continue drinking until 1 a.m.
Yeah.
1 a.m.
That's the
Yeah,
plan.
that 1 a.m. is a little short.
1
Nah.
a.m. got me leaving the club. 2 a.m. Good song. Meek Mill. Good song.
Oh, I got one for today from today.
Oh God.
So I woke up. I can't find my keys. It took me about 2 hours to find my car keys, and I'm like, "Yeah, Ma, can you bring me to my car at Pilot House?" So we're driving down to Pilot House. We get to Pilot House. I'm like, "Fuck, they might have towed my car." She's like, "Are you serious, Dante? They better not have towed your car or whatever." So I just thought my car was at Pilot House. I had no clue. I was like, did I leave it at Pratty's? Did I leave it here? I'm like, we're just driving around in circles for a couple minutes. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's at the church parking lot. I forgot. She was pissed. I had no clue where my car was.
And then you grabbed a wallet, right?
The talk.
What?
You grabbed a wallet, right?
What wallet?
Oh, off the, yeah, this is what I'm
So
about to
my
bring
wallet.
up. No,
It's not my wallet.
No, I was just about to bring up this one. Like, this was probably like 2 months ago. So I pick him up to drop him off at his car, also hungover as hell.
Man,
And we both put our wallets on my center console. Without even checking, he just grabs one and says, "See you later, Bert." And I'm like, "All right, see ya." I get a text like 2 minutes later, and he goes, "Yo, we swapped wallets."
Yeah.
Like I had the text. Wait, let me read
It's
it.
a
It's
tough
actually
go.
so
I thought
funny.
I thought that was today.
I'm
No,
not
this
a.
is- no, this is
I'm
like-
not a huge
ago.
thinker normally. Then you add like a couple beers, and then it's just.
Hold on, you go,
You know,
yo, and I
not-
go,
not-
"What up?"
not
And he-
great thinking.
You're no.
Yeah, I'm no
scientist.
Einstein normally. You know,
This is
you
5
start
minutes.
impairing me. It's
Do we
gonna
have
be
enough
bad.
time to pour another one, or are we?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is not even 5 minutes later.
That's all I
Dante goes, "Yo," I go, "What up?" He goes, "My wallet's in your car, and I have yours." And I just go, "Oh, nice. Wow, huh?"
Yeah.
Like, dude,
It was a
how
tough
you-
night.
dude.
Right now it's
Oh, wait. Another good story.
right now it's Battle of the Birds. I flipped the bird. Are we going after this?
Yes. Funny story.
Yes.
Bird.
Can I tell a really funny
He don't
story?
say
Yeah,
This-
sure.
You gotta keep this one in.
All right, Bert's got a story he wants to really tell.
All right.
No. This is so funny because you know exactly what I'm telling.
I don't.
Okay, ready for this? So it was
Yeah,
my
I got no
it was
clue.
my 21st birthday.
Shout out.
And
That was a good time.
yeah, and
I don't think I was there.
They're coming
Because you
to.
weren't
You
20.
weren't
Oh, I wasn't
21.
21. That's right.
Dingus.
So it's my 21st birthday. They're coming to pick me up because I walked to Nolan's house thinking everyone was going there, which is what someone told me, or maybe they didn't, and maybe it was just too fucked up. But anyway, so I they call me, right, and they say, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm like here, whatever." And they're like, "All right, we're gonna be there in 15 minutes." They go to hop in the car. And Eric hops in the wrong car.
No,
and
different time. That was a
It was a
That
different
was so
time.
funny, that
All right,
was-
I'm still gonna tell the story though. Okay, so it wasn't on my 21st birthday. It was a different time, man. Anyway,
Oh wait, is this the one we have video of?
Yeah.
yeah. So he
Oh,
hops
we need
in.
to play that video.
Yeah.
We
so
need
he,
to play that video.
So
man.
he hopped.
That ain't the car. This isn't the car. This is. Eric, get out of the car. This isn't
in the wrong car.
This is the wrong car. Hey. This is my car.
Yeah, that's the driver's seat.
This is my car.
Oh, yeah.
My car's up there.
It's not your car. That's awesome.
He hops in the car, and Lucido's like. Knocks on the window. He's like, Eric, this is my car. And then he just ignored it first, and then he had to bang on the glass again. He's like, Eric. And you open the door, and you're like, what? And he's like, dude, this is my car. And he goes, what do you mean? The driver's seat's right there. and then Jake just pauses for a second. He goes, Eric, this isn't my car. And he just goes, this isn't your car? That's awesome.
Dante, you always say this is so like at that moment you're like you wanted to keep fighting that so bad, and
Oh
then
my
you just
God.
like slowly realized you're wrong. You just had to give up.
It just killed you. Yeah,
You were like,
know,
you're like, no.
He'll argue till the end. It was
Oh,
slowly
yeah.
killing him. He's like, "Fuck, it
Dude, in
might
the
not be
video
his
though-
car."
Dude, in the
I
video,
was not the first person in the car. Nolan was.
So he was alright. So no. The funniest part about the video is he goes. The driver's seat's right there. He starts whatever, like going at him, arguing with Lucido, right? And then when Lucido goes, dude, this is not my car for like the third time, Eric just goes like this. It's not your car.
It's not your car.
And he's like, that's awesome.
No, the funniest part of the video
Gets
is
out.
the beginning when when Hall's pissing on the car. He's like, "Dude, you're gonna piss on me."
Yeah, he's, dude, you guys piss on me. So funny.
Dude, that's
Cito, you gotta get on
awesome.
here. Hop, you too.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, that one's gold. That's probably one of my favorites. Dude, this is on my car.
No,
Summer's coming up, huh?
oh yeah,
Summer is coming.
It is coming.
summer's on the way. It doesn't feel like summer
No,
is on the way.
Well, I mean,
Well,
in February.
compared to what it is normally in February.
No, it's definitely better. Well,
It's like 40 degrees.
Hey,
isn't it?
doesn't
didn't
get
you hear
cold
the
anymore.
groundhog? Early fucking spring, baby.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phil.
Really? I don't. Did you? All right. So that's another thing. All right.
I was ready to kick Phil's ass the other, like 2 weeks ago. It was freezing.
So Puxatawny
I was
Phil.
like, what the fuck?
Do you know
Well,
that whole
spring
thing's
now,
a sham?
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, no
If
shit.
came up
You
with
think
an
that's real?
1800s,
It's
duh.
a fucking groundhog, Isaac. You think he's predicting the weather? He's coming out of the ground, scratching his nuts and going back in. He ain't predicting it.
Put a hat on him. They ain't real.
No, I meant not that part. I meant like, there's no Puxatawny Phil.
Well, I mean, they.
Oh, really?
What do you mean? I thought it was the same groundhog.
Well, yeah, it's been the same
for that-
groundhog
for
since
that long?
1862.
How long do you think they live?
This is just ridiculous.
Holy shit.
They only live.
What's he, 65?
They only live like 4 years, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they
they
probably
get
swap
one.
them out every fucking, I
They
don't
might
know.
get a new one every year.
All the
Who
cameras
hell?
they put on him, it probably traumatized the thing. That cuts his life expectancy in half.
But no, it's
Yeah.
it's crazy if you look at it. It's like
Crab
they
people.
they try to claim that he's immortal and magic and all that
Obviously, that's
stuff.
the legend. It's a selling point.
Haven't
Have
you,
ever heard of
you know,
marketing?
it's holidays. People do that. Santa, you know, Tooth Fairy. That's
wait,
what
wait,
they do.
wait, hold
I'm
on.
That's
just
what they
saying, I
do.
believed it.
Santa's not real.
No, I would never say that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's spoilers for, anybody
for any of the
watching.
kids. Any of the kids watching.
Any of the
Spoiler:
kids.
Santa's not real.
Uh,
Sorry, kids.
Boo!
Well, I had to keep it PG
But,
because
yeah.
Stephen A. won't let me freaking speak my mind on this thing.
Steven
I
Smith.
thought Puxatawny was like, I thought they used the same one. Like I
kidding,
thought they
love you guys.
swapped them out like every like 30 years. You know what I mean?
You think they live that long?
Well, no,
Groundhogs.
that's the thing is, I thought Puxatawny Phil was the one we're dealing with right now. You know what I mean? Like I thought, like
I don't know. Maybe they have they keep throughout the 364 days of the year. Oh, this is like our special groundhog. I don't know if they keep it around a little pen or whatever.
I think they have it in the library. I think I read.
They keep
What?
just nibbling on books.
No, it's reading.
Isaac's like, you know what? That groundhog looks pretty good. He started in 1920. He's still kicking.
How old is that in groundhog years?
Dude, that's
How long
only
they last?
16 in groundhog years. They're like whales. They live forever.
Do they actually?
I don't know. We gotta look it up. How long do they live?
I think it's like 4 years, dude.
No way.
Probably 3.5 months.
No.
Just enough to get you through the winter and then Groundhog's Day.
Crab people.
A groundhog that is also a ground person.
It's also
Up to 6 years.
See,
Oh, that's nothing.
that's exactly that's
That's
what I'm
nothing.
saying. They're swapping that guy out.
no, no,
It's
no,
nobody's business.
Listen. In the wild, groundhogs can live up to 6 years, with 2 or 3 being average. In
Wow.
captivity,
That's
though,
all they live?
In
Yeah,
captivity,
dude, they
though,
don't live long
they
at
live
all.
up to 14 years.
Oh,
it's like a
dude.
dog.
Yeah, if you have it as a pet.
Well, or in a zoo. Like,
Right.
Who's keeping a groundhog as a pet besides the town of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania?
You never know. People got all weird types of shit.
No, I will say my great aunt. She was. I mean, this was in the
Wanna toss in that
60s,
beer?
and she was dating a guy who owned a wolf. So yeah,
Yeah.
they do have a
That's
lot of.
sick.
But yeah.
Well, you know there was the Soviet Union at one point tried to domesticate foxes.
Yes.
It was actually screwed up. The reason they did it was to
find-
get the fur from them.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fur trading.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fur trading was a big thing.
I
for
feel
a
like
long
if they
time.
started a little earlier,
Still
they could have
is.
domesticated them.
But so
They're not like dangerous.
So the
dangerous.
crazy thing that I read
They're
about
little.
the fox thing though was that they're like one of the scientists. It was this woman, and she said, "Oh, this is like they're pretty good pets." Like, and they're wicked lovable. They're wicked cute. Foxes are wicked cute. But the
Oh,
issue
shit,
is that
Thor.
sometimes,
They're really cute when they're biting you with rabies.
sometimes you'll just be chilling there. You're drinking a cup of
really
coffee. You look away for a second. You come back. You drink your coffee. Oh, the fox pissed in it. Happened to her.
Really?
Yep. The foxes do stuff like that.
It'd be hanging on my mantle if
You
it
know
did
I'm
that.
looking at you.
Suddenly, I'd be in favor of the
Yeah.
fur trade.
Yeah.
Your pet fox named Dexter.
Dexter. The Huskies.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to interpretation.
What do we think?
So so Puxatawny Phil I thought was the current groundhog that we had. Like it was like President Biden, and then in 4 years we'll get a different. You know what I mean? I thought that's how it worked. I
You
thought
thought there was
Phil,
terms with the groundhog?
Yeah, I thought there was
I thought they
groundhog
elected a new one.
elections.
They got to run every 4
Hey,
terms.
Super
Oh,
Tuesday
she's
for the
dead.
Every
groundhog
4 years
election.
they got to run a new one.
I thought
They're
one
only
would-
allowed 2
It's like when your
terms.
phone dies. Yeah, I guess
Microphone. Use the microphone, Bert.
It's like
It's primary season for the groundhog election.
Yeah.
No, I thought they swapped them out.
Well, they do when it dies.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a new one. Like, oh, Puxatawny Paula.
No,
It's
I
like
don't know.
Pope John Paul the 12th.
my dad just texted me. He watched the last podcast. He goes, "You guys are nuts." That's all you're out.
See, we love the
It's
fans.
nerds, geeks, creeps, freaks, and babies.
We're gonna wrap it up in a moment. So Ricky, you won't do splits today?
Oh, he's had a few beers. Look at him.
had a
You might
few
do
beers.
now.
We're gonna have to tease
Yeah.
that
Warmed
too.
up.
We're
Get
gonna have
down,
to
big
tease it till
man.
the next one. Till next week.
Get down, big man.
Make sure you tune
Until
in next week so we can see Ricky do the splits on this table.
On the table.
No, we can't.
No.
we
Wow,
can't
look
do
at
that.
this
That'll
shit.
break the table. Bert is amazed
Wow.
by a
Is that
coaster.
supposed to be?
Sounds about
Brett just
right.
figured out what a coaster was.
So I think the most I feel like the compliments we really got with this podcast was the dynamic that we had. Like we specifically chose Nevin because he's a nitwit.
Oh my god.
Dante because he has his
Rock and roll,
funny
baby.
comments, and Ricky because he knows some things.
Yeah, that's actually, you know
But
what?
he might be the dumbest smart kid I know.
No lanyard this time
Easily.
though.
This
That's
is the type of kid to let his car run out of gas anywhere you go, but he could fucking.
Have you done that
But he can
before?
pick.
Oh,
3
yeah.
times. But he can put together fucking. But he
when
can
you're
put together.
when you're dirt broke in college and you're trying to get to class and you live 2 miles away, and you gotta go.
Eric's like, I was dirt broke one time. I was down on my luck. He's like, I had 2 miles to get to the gas station, but I had to pick up a vape and some beers. And so obviously I didn't have enough money for gas.
Well, it's dirt throat party.
No, they're all,
night.
they're all at the same store, so that wasn't a problem.
He's like, I just bought
So,
the beers and then
shout out
forgot I
to
didn't have enough
One-stop
money.
shop.
Birdies, shout out.
So Ricky, to put this in perspective of the dumbest smart kid I know, he's the type of kid to let his car run into gas in the middle of the road, but also read your numbers like fucking Rain Man.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
that's
literally, in my free time, literally, and I will just
there's
do
a line
random
like that.
math
He's-
shit.
just on
in my
my
head.
he's-
I can tell you any random
smart.
fact
So
from
this is
history,
this is
sports,
something
or
I've been
random
wanting to
shit.
demonstrate.
I am
When he
dumb.
turns it on, he's smart.
This is
He
something
wants to
I've
try.
wanted to demonstrate on this podcast. Is Super Bowl 28. What's the scores?
Super Bowl 28. That was the Cowboys and the Bills the second time, and it was I think it was 48-20. That was one of the games.
See,
He
he knows
is
it.
football Rain Man.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm gonna bring you to the casino, and you're gonna friggin'
it?
count
No, I'm a
cards.
terrible
What is it?
better.
What is it? Super
Yeah,
Bowl
we know you
28.
are.
It was the
28.
Cowboys over the Bills. I might not be on the score, but there was one game where they blew them out, and one game that was kind of close. They just blend in together for me. But yeah, Cowboys, good
Super
dynasty.
Bowl 28.
Cowboys, Bills.
Hold on.
Oh, God, Bert, really?
Yeah. Okay.
And the
Cowboys,
score
Bills,
was
30-13.
Ooh,
30,
incorrect.
Say it was.
what did I say? it
You
was?
said like 40-48. It was like you said high scoring, didn't you?
No, I
of
said
them was-
one of. I said like it was like. I thought it was like 40-14. That's not far off.
All right,
30 to 30.
we'll
That's not
review
bad.
the tape. What about hold on? Some more recent. 41.
Super Bowl 41. That was the Bears and the Colts. The Colts won it. Devin Hester returned the opening kick for a touchdown. Peyton Manning was the MVP.
Damn.
Score?
What year was that?
It was 2006.
2007.
Well, 2007 was the game. Was the
yeah.
2006 season?
Yeah.
But I'll say it was like 30 to like 17.
29-17.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow. Hold on. Let's get one more. One more.
more,
Let's
man.
see if he can get. We'll count that one. We'll
That
count that
counts.
one. Let's see if we can do 2 out of
The
3.
first one counts.
How about 39?
Super Bowl. That was the Patriots. The win. They made them the
yeah.
dynasty.
Oh wait, that's a big one. Yeah, that's a
24 to
big one.
21.
Yeah.
Deion Branch was the MVP.
Yep.
Hold on. Let's do a different one.
Donovan McNabb threw up in the
What
huddle.
about 36?
36.
That was
Did
the
he
first.
actually
That was the
throw-
first Patriots one.
I didn't know
Alright.
Donovan McNabb threw
30.
up in the hole.
Yeah, when they were like mismanaging the clock at the end, which that
31.
was
He was that
31.
nervous that he threw up.
another Patriots one.
Really?
No,
Fuck.
even
The Packers over them. Brett Favre, Desmond Howard was the MVP. That was 35-21.
Damn.
Desmond Howard
Jesus
returned a kick in
Christ.
the end zone.
Check that one.
No, that's facts.
No, that's
that's facts.
yeah.
35-21.
All right.
Reggie White had 3 sacks.
Okay.
What was the score on the clock at halftime
We're
of
gonna
what Super Bowl was it? Patriots.
Are you talking 28-3?
Yeah.
It was
28.
It was 21. It was 21-3. It was 28-3. They scored in their first possession in the second half.
See?
Super Bowl
Ninkovich got toasted in the flat
knew
by
the
Deontay
halftime.
Foreman or Deontay Freeman.
Ricky, I got Super Bowl 25.
Super Bowl 25. Oh, that was the one that Jack was at. My dad was at that game. It was it was 20-19 Bills
He's got
and
connections to every Super
and
Bowl.
Bills and
I know.
Giants. Scott Norwood 47
I like-
yards wide right.
I like how these Super Bowls
Whitney
are
Houston
all
did the
actually
halftime
running.
show.
Yeah,
Yes, I
remember
actually
it like
watched
it
the
was
documentary
yesterday.
on that.
Yeah. Or national anthem, not halftime show.
I love the fact that you remember like your dad was at that because my dad could be like, dude, I witnessed a JFK shooting, and someone would ask me about the JFK shooting, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Steve was not at the JFK shooting.
No, he wasn't.
But was he?
He was
Oh,
like
he was the
10.
trigger
It
man.
was him.
He was
Wow.
10. Jack was 4.
He's
Oh,
that.
he's almost
my dad might not
70?
have been. What year was
Wow.
the JFK shooting?
63.
All right, so my dad was getting born.
Yeah.
No, it was
that's more-
November
that's more
of
like it.
63.
Yeah, my dad was getting born. I thought it was in. Yeah, I don't know.
When
I
do you
was
think
screwed
it
up.
was?
I was thinking 70s.
No.
I was thinking like 73, but
What the
Decade off.
NASA is back on the moon.
hell? Are they?
But
What about
NASA's-
SpaceX? I haven't heard about
I think
at
SpaceX
all.
launched,
No, so they were,
launched them up.
I was listening
think
to
I'm
a thing
invested in
yesterday.
SpaceX.
So, like SpaceX, like they're kind of like not controlling NASA right now, but like NASA comes to Elon with a lot of stuff that like you're the only one who's really doing this, and like
Yeah.
help us. Like he's not helping out a competitor, but like He's
And
kind of
no,
like teaching
so
them how to do the stuff
they
he
use
knows
so
how
they
to do.
NASA
How the
uses
hell does
commercial
he know that
companies.
shit? How do you even like get to know that stuff?
Dude,
Like,
you don't be the
understand that.
richest person on the planet without being smart.
Hey, he's not the richest person on the planet
Oh
anymore.
yeah, he got recently taken over. That's right.
He's the richest African American.
Yeah, he's born in South Africa.
Who?
Elon Musk.
Elon.
He's the
Yeah.
richest
Can I got a
African American.
colorful-
Who's the richest now?
Like I got neon guts.
It's the guy who
fun,
owns
like,
Louis
yeah.
Vuitton.
Oh, it's not Gates.
No, Gates is
hefty
even
bag.
up there. Gates is
Gates
like
is
number
falling
6
off,
or
huh?
7.
Oh
dude.
well,
What about
he's
Steve
got some other
Jobs?
shit to deal with.
That's-
Epstein,
Well,
that's
well.
something we could talk about.
Epstein's
Oh,
Island.
man.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna be a long one.
All right,
Now
this
we're
is turning into
diving in.
Alex
There's gotta be a
Jones
long
hour
cut,
now,
but-
baby.
Well, I do want to talk about Bill Gates. He didn't go Epstein's Island though. That was debunked. He used
But-
Epstein's plane, but he never went to the island.
But
That's
The
bullshit.
plane. Now, what happened with the plane is interesting.
Supposedly.
continue.
Oh, well, it just so happened the plane.
You never know.
Some
The
stuff
The world's
happened on the
richest
plane.
man who is known to be
Yeah.
friends with this guy and is controlling large segments
had
of
a Bruce?
American life. And
Yeah, we are.
Wow.
You wanna
yeah,
drink this?
he wasn't the one on the plane, even though he got a divorce because of it.
No, I'm saying he was on the plane,
On the island, same thing.
but there's no record of him going to the island.
But you know the crazy one? Stephen Hawking on that island.
Yeah,
I want to go to the island.
The memes were going
Stephen
crazy.
Hawking
go.
was on
The
Epstein's
memes on
Island.
you go.
Instagram are going
Tracked it up.
crazy.
So funny.
And like, typing things out, apparently he really liked like
Midgets.
little people
Yeah.
doing math
Sorry.
problems. on
Sorry,
a
Stephen
whiteboard.
and little people.
Stephen Hawking, that's what he liked. Midgets or little people doing
Not even
math
kidding.
problems.
Math problems on the board. I'm sure they were like stripper
That
midget
can't
people.
be real.
He's like, this is sick.
I know, he's just like, oh,
This is sick. Oh my god.
find the hypotenuse and a squared equals 17. Oh, hit that calculator.
Yeah.
Harder.
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 Oh, I like that.
Okay, I'm finished.
I am going to sleep.
Move my chair around so I can see the other one.
I like the idea that none of it was sexual for him, but instead, like, this was the only place he could do something as cool as that.
So how, like, was he like that his whole life, or did like something
He had
like,
ALS.
ooh.
He had
Tough disease.
He went like
disease.
completely like paraplegic when he was like 20.
Quadriplegic.
Yeah, he's
Quadriplegic.
they gave him like
Yeah.
3 years to live, and he lived.
He lived so
like, 70
long.
Oh, I
years.
wonder why. He's drinking
got
blood
so
from
much
Hollywood
money.
children. No, I'm
He,
just kidding.
he's blinking. No, but so you want to hear something crazy about Epstein?
Let's hear
was
it.
what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell, yeah.
She, believe it or not, I wish this was a joke. The town next to us, Rockport. She was a guest speaker. She would like read books to kids
Didn't she have a
there.
house in Manchester?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Manchester,
she-
New Hampshire. She got
Damn.
arrested in Manchester, New Hampshire.
She had a house in Manchester.
By the-
No, she had
By the
a,
sea,
yeah,
yeah.
I think she had a
Yeah,
house
she
in
did.
Manchester by the
Damn.
Well,
sea.
no, I don't think she had a house there. She had like a boyfriend's house there or something that she lived
Yeah,
at.
it was
Rich
something
baby
weird.
daddy.
Yeah.
But she, so
that ass for
she
treat.
She's a scumbag.
she
Shake
would
that
go
ass
talk
for
to the
you.
elementary school kids at Rockport. How crazy is
Yeah,
that?
that's wild.
You can find old articles where like, oh, Ghislaine Maxwell.
And how horny was she when she did it?
Probably very.
Well, she was looking at her talent.
Oh, wow.
That's
Well, that's
screwed-
what- the thing is, it's true.
Not,
Yeah.
That's not even a joke. It's screwed up.
I
Like,
know.
what
Yeah.
was her? Like, that was not her being a nice person.
Yeah, no
Speaking of
way.
shit,
That was
did
not
you guys see the movie Sound of Freedom that came out last summer?
No.
Not.
So it's about
And
like
it's wicked about human trafficking.
Yeah, it's all about human trafficking. It's about maybe I threw another. Actually, no one's gonna watch this movie if they haven't seen it already. So it's about like this family in, I think one Central American country, and this guy has 2 kids, and this like random woman's like, oh, I'm part of a modeling agency. Like I think your daughter would be great. She's like 8 or 9 years old, and there's a group of them, and they're like, oh, come back and pick her up later, and that's when they're going to human traffic them and steal them, send them across the world, and then they find this guy who get deals and that
Shit's
stuff,
not
and they like bust this whole ring. But like, great movie. I mean, people who say we don't have a problem at the southern border because of our president, watch that movie.
Well, that took a weird turn.
Yeah.
That escalated quickly.
That took a very weird turn.
And this
Hopefully
has
they get
officially turned into Alex Jones and the
I'm
Joe
just,
Rogan.
uh,
Turn the frogs gang.
I'm kind of just thinking about if they have food at Mallin's right now because I'm
let's
starving.
let's head there.
So I was-
Wrap
I'm
this
not.
up.
I'm not
good
gonna
stuff,
lie.
guys.
I
No.
can't lie to you. I'm absolutely starving.
Hang in. I was about to wrap it up after Eric's
Sorry.
little thing.
We can cut that out.
Yeah, we may have to. That was weird.
Sorry.
But that,
I just got into it. So
You got way too into that. So anyway, guys, that was Dude Hour episode 2. I'd like to thank you all for being on here. Some good stuff today.
Good shit. Good shit.
Make sure to follow our socials. The Instagram, Twitter. No, not Twitter, actually. But
OnlyFans,
only,
Snapchat.
Christian Mingle.
yeah, make sure to Snapchat me.
Farmers Meat.
Yeah, we've got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok now. Follow our reels. We post clips. It's funny. It's hilarious. We respond to you. Send us stuff. We don't care. Thanks for watching. Any comments from you guys?
Ah, it was a good one.
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for watching.
Got my shit together, Stephen Ann.
Cheers.